Well, thank you for joining us for this pre-Black Friday holiday marketing tips and tricks. I'm glad you made it here. We are going to be sharing some new information that perhaps you may not have heard, and we're going to also be letting you know how you can actually implement some of these ideas and prepare for the holidays so that you can have your best holiday season ever. We are hoping to be able to help you with this. As I said, this is being recorded, but if for any reason you cannot at this time hear, then you need to make sure that you let me know in the chat line. So what can you do, and are you ready? So first of all, are you ready? Holiday spending is scheduled to increase. We're looking at an increase of 10%. Holiday spending online will increase by about 25%. Have you seized the moment? Here it says November, December, and January, but actually one of the recommendations that we say is that you should have really started back in October, and the major retailers actually start as far back as September. So perhaps if you're starting today, it's better to start now than to leave it for the absolute last minute in December. But just know for next year that you should really start in September planning for your holiday sales. So that's what we always suggest. So, and the reason why you want to do that is because holiday spending, holiday sales for a business can account for as much as 40% of yearly sales. So it really makes sense for us to properly prepare. As you may or may not know, research shows that email drives holiday sales. We have seen up to a 23% increase in mobile email clicks for Black Friday and also for Cyber Monday. For Black Friday alone, research, and I'm not just talking about research from Constant Contact, shows that it could be as much as 25% of sales originating from email on Black Friday. And of course, overall, we have seen that email sales for holiday sales actually account for 20% of all holiday spending via email. So what's the agenda for today? We want to talk about what's your plan. You don't have one? Well, that's what we're going to talk about. How is your offer captivating, or how is your offer different from your competition? If you need for us to help you out, you can email us your campaigns for review, and we'll review via email and reply back via email with some thoughts and feedback. Now, what kind of campaigns have you set up? And, of course, have you begun your holiday marketing? If not, we can definitely help. You may be perhaps frustrated because last year your holiday sales were actually below your expectations. Maybe you did not perform as you wanted to. Well, I'm going to say to please make sure that you keep calm, because I am the email marketing queen. I am an authorized local expert with Constant Contact, certified and trained in email marketing and digital marketing in general by Constant Contact and many other institutions and organizations that keep me updated in the latest and greatest as far as digital marketing. But also, I'm a solution provider for Constant Contact, which means that I help Constant Contact customers manage their Constant Contact. This is my company. I'm not an employee of Constant Contact. I am an authorized, certified expert. I'm known as the email marketing queen because I do lead and teach a lot of email marketing through Constant Contact at many chambers and many businesses and many organizations. So if you wanted to contact me directly, you can visit our website at XoomIM. You can also call us at 786-529-1519. And at XoomIM, we help, of course, small business owners with email content, website, blog content. So that's both if you have a website and need new content, if you want to start a blog and need content, as well as Facebook marketing. That is both organic and paid, and, of course, lead capture pages if you already have a website. So those are some of the things that we help with. If you'd like to contact me directly, please feel free to do so at Evie at XoomIM or by calling directly at 786-529-1519, and we'll be more than happy to offer some suggestions and ideas. So now, the busiest weekend for sales is coming this week, and it could be a little bit scary for some of us if we're not ready. This is known as the trifecta of shopping. And are you prepared for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday? Black Friday is the first of these holidays, and that's just a week from today. And so we are here just right before the biggest, perhaps the biggest holiday season for us as business owners. And we should note that each of these upcoming holiday sales opportunities segment a different type of shopper. And the reason why this is important is because we need to see how we're going to structure our marketing campaigns to be able to attract these type of different people. So, for example, on Black Friday, people are seeking deals. So what does that mean to you? What can you create? What type of deals, coupons can you create to attract those Black Friday shoppers? Whereas Saturday and Small Business Saturday, which actually began, I believe, is about 5 years ago from American Express, it really is attracting socially conscious consumers who want to support local retailers. What do I mean by that? I'm a small business owner, so Saturday is a Small Business Saturday. So of course, I'm a big believer in shopping small, shopping local, and doing business with other small business owners. So I'm socially conscious about that. So that Saturday, that's what you're attracting, a lot of the local people who want to help other local business owners. And then Monday, we are actually looking at people who also like a bargain but do not like the big masses. So they prefer to avoid all those crowds at the store, so they shop online. Now, I'm not sure how many of you knew that American consumers plan to spend an average of $935 during the holiday shopping season this year. That's nearly 6 in 10 that plan to buy for themselves at an average of $139. Now, why is that important for us to know? Well, because most people are actually buying for themselves, and the average ticket is about $140. So if you have a package that you're expecting people to buy for themselves, that can kind of give you an idea of how to price your packages and how people are buying. So I hope that's helpful as you're planning for this upcoming weekend. Now, I know some of you are nervous and some of you are wondering, is it too late for me to market for holiday sales? Well, according to research by the National Retail Federation, approximately 40% of holiday gift givers already began their shopping. Interestingly, 9% start before Labor Day. I know that's kind of wild, but it's apparently the statistic. However, an equal 40% wait until November. So we have about 40% perhaps of the marketplace that is shopping right now. And, of course, there's always those that wait for the last 2 weeks. So the answer is it's not too late. According to research by Google, one of the 3 biggest days of shopping-related online searches is the day after Christmas. So later on, after Christmas and before New Year, we'll be holding another webinar to help people who still have product left on their shelves, or they still want to make sure people are, buying from them. And we're going to give some tips on how to maybe make some sales before the end of the year. But it's not too late. However, for some of you that may need help, feel free to email us at marketing@XoomIM.com. We have a special limited live online mastermind. Make sure to write this date down. That's next Wednesday, November 23rd at 1 p.m. We're going to be talking about simple last-minute marketing ideas to generate sales. This is an online live webinar, Wednesday, November 23rd, which is next Wednesday at 1 p.m., and it is limited to 4 business owners because we're actually going to be talking out loud together, and we're going to be coming up with some ideas. So it's limited to 4 business owners, and yes, there'll be a questionnaire ahead of time so that we can utilize our time as best as possible to help you make the most out of the coming weekend. Once again, if you're interested in being part of those 4, make sure to email us at marketing@XoomIM.com so we can get you all ready for that live online mastermind next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Now, what's your marketing goal? What is it that you're wanting to accomplish during the time that we have left before this very busy holiday weekend? Depending on what you want, that should actually determine your goal. So how are you going to engage your customers according to your goal? That's what you have to start thinking about. And I apologize as I am having some technical difficulties because, unfortunately, I do not have my own computer, so I'm using one of my business partner's computer. So how will you engage with customers? What are you going to offer them? Remember I said at the very beginning that each of these holidays have a particular personality type that is being attracted to a different day. So it depends. The Black Friday for those people that are looking for a deal, maybe you can offer them a coupon or a discount. We talked about Small Business Saturday being more for people who are more conscious about doing business locally with small business owners, perhaps other business owners who appreciate what it means to be a business owner. And then we said that on Cyber Monday, there are people that are still looking for deals, but they're looking for them online. So maybe you want to go with a free shipping. So think about that as you're planning to do your campaign, and as you're looking at what are you going to offer in each of those particular days, that's going to be appealing to them. And, of course, as the email marketing queen, I'm going to tell you, you want to reach them via email. You want to send them those promotions. You should have already been kind of piquing their interest and letting them know that you were going to be offering something special. And with Constant Contact, one of the suggestions is that you do a 3-part email campaign. So you want to make sure that you should have already announced to them. If not, I would definitely announce it today, that you're going to be having a special offer. One of our clients, we actually sent out a promotion for them for Cyber Monday because that's the only day that they really wanted to be a part of, because they have an online website that they sell products. And so we actually had already sent it out, and it's a pre-Cyber Monday because for that particular product, we did not believe that people would actually be buying on Cyber Monday. So instead, we did the offer for this coming Monday, and we'll see how well that goes. But we already sent it out, and so the idea is that you should let people know way ahead of time and kind of build a little bit more excitement that is coming, the Cyber Monday sale or the pre-Cyber Monday. And then, of course, after it, you want to thank people and get back to people. And maybe you may even want to send them an email for those who didn't take advantage or still wanted to kind of unannounced. After you thank them, you can say, today for 24 hours, we'll extend it to those of you who feel that, there was still something you wanted to get and didn't get. So you got to get a little bit smart And the more excited you are, the more excited they'll be. And make it different than anything you've done in the past so that they can really say, hey, you know, this is different, this is an opportunity. What I mean by that is if you're always sending like a 20% off or whatever you may be sending all the time, then a 20% off for these upcoming holiday weekends may not be of much interest to people because they say, oh, no, you know, he or she always has that type of 20% off deal. So that may not be enough. So bear that in mind when you're putting together these marketing campaigns for the holidays. So, of course, although I'm the email marketing queen, I want you to go beyond just email marketing and share your emails, share your offers, share, you know, with inspiring images on social media so that people get all excited about what you're offering. And the same thing, as I explained before, just like you do with email marketing, you want to do the same thing on your social media. So you should have already been doing some sign-ups for people who maybe you could get them excited on social media that you were going to have a pre-Black Friday or pre-Cyber Monday or a Black Friday or Cyber Monday. You should have already let them know that this was coming via social media so they can sign up. And that would have given them a reason to sign up to your email newsletter and to kind of want to be part of what you're sending because they know you're going to send them something good. Now, if you are not sure what I'm referring to, these are the updates, the key dates, rather, that are upon us next weekend. Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and, of course, Cyber Monday. And the good thing for us that are using Constant Contact is that Constant Contact has actually created these beautiful email templates that are mobile that we can actually use and actually promote and kind of just put our products there so that we can promote our products during this time in a more exciting, different way. Because, you know, usually we teach for branding purposes for you to keep the same template, but this is an opportunity actually, Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday, to take advantage of the Constant Contact templates that are actually set up for these particular shopping days. So it's a little bit different so people know, no, you know, he or she is doing something different this time for this holiday season. And they'll notice that immediately because, of course, it looks different. And, of course, we don't talk much about this Giving Tuesday, but that's also for, I believe it's mostly for nonprofits to donate. So that's also an opportunity. So you may be wondering now, so what kind of offer should you be putting out there for people? It really depends on what it is that you sell, what it is that you have. Because if, for example, for us here at XoomIM, we did a customer appreciation, which we do every year. And so we did an event that actually happened this week, pre-Thanksgiving. And so we were talking about that. We have a few other events coming in preparation for the new year, but we have been talking about the holidays back, I think, since September, but really in October we started really talking about it. For you, if you're, let's say, someone in the tax industry or a coach or someone in the financial planning industry, maybe you want to think about what is downloadable, that you can actually get people and offer something downloadable that is of interest, that is important to your clients. So you really have to think about your particular industry when considering what your offer is going to be and how valuable that offer is to the receiver. As I mentioned, depending on what day you're targeting or who you're targeting, which you should know by knowing your clients, how they buy and when they buy, and also looking at the reports and analytics section of your Constant Contact as well as your website. And depending on that, then you should tailor that to those individual people. And why do I say that? Because I often have to remind people not to do email blasts or not to do promotional blasts. And by that I mean outside of just email, like on your social media or on your coupons that you print out. Be creative, offer different things. Here are some ideas that you may want to consider. So think about your particular type of business and what can you do specifically for the holidays that is slightly different than what you have been doing. And I know perhaps now some people are saying, I don't know, I think I've tried it all and nothing has worked, or I don't know, I think I've tried it all. Everything has worked a little bit, but I don't know what to do different. Then once again, I want to remind you that next Wednesday we're having that webinar that 4 people can claim. But what are campaigns? So the idea with campaigns is that you push something out, an offer of value to the end receiver, and that they want to claim it, they want to respond, they want to take action, whether it is that they email you back and they acknowledge that they have received it, they call you, or they just go to your website and buy from you. You want to make sure that with every campaign you send out that you are clearly determined to have a specific goal in mind for the kind of response or action that you're expecting from that particular campaign. Because if you don't know what you're expecting, believe me, then it's going to be a lot harder for you to get any type of response if it's not well thought out, well planned. Make sure that you make it clear. Once again, if you're not clear, then people are not going to be clear as to what it is that you're offering. So make it very clear. And this is something simple but worth repeating. Limit your choices. If you have seen some of our latest webinars or live events that we've been holding in September and October, we talk about the greatest and latest research from Constant Contact, which is about choices. The more choices you give people, the more confused you get them. Interesting, because I think we have always known this. We've known that if you give people one choice, that's not enough, because then you're giving them a choice, buy or not buy. There's always that second choice. If you give them 3 choices, which is what I usually recommend, then they'll usually pick the middle choice. So don't do more than 4 or 5, because what that usually ends up doing for the person is confusing them. So do not recommend like 5 different things. 3 should be just enough. 3 packages, 3 clicks, 3 places to click. That's it. Keep it sweet. Keep it short. Make sure that you're using your design wisely. Don't make it too busy. Make it simple. Like I said, the idea is not to confuse people, to keep it clean. As you can see by this example here, even if we did not read exactly what it is at the bottom, we can tell exactly what this email is about. So let's make it easy and simple so that people don't get confused. And, you know, the more simple we make it, the better it is. This particular one, they're showing it here. I found it to have quite a bit more images. I would have kept it to perhaps less images. So 3 images should be more than enough. And, of course, your particular logo, that's fine. But images speak louder than words, because, unfortunately, we're not big-time readers anymore in the United States, apparently, according to some research. So as a result, we're just scanning through things, and most of us are visual beings. So we are going to look at these visual representations and say, okay, I have an idea of what it is. But if you write too much, I may not read it. So use your visuals, good visuals. If you don't have a photographer, get a photographer. If you have products that you're selling online or through your email marketing campaigns or on social media. And, of course, make all the images clickable so that people can click on them and land respectfully where they want to, not land somewhere that is not even related to that particular image. So make it engaging. It's been proven already that video increases click-through. On Facebook, you probably have noticed that people love video on Facebook. And, of course, Google, the #1 search engine in the world, owns YouTube, and you probably know that people watch a lot of YouTube video. So are you using video? Are you leveraging video? If you're not, this is your chance. Leverage video. Share your video on your email marketing. I promise you that even if you put the word video on your subject line, you're going to get greater open rates. I promise you that if you add a small video within the body of your email, you're going to get a greater click-through rate. I know this for a fact because This is my own personal experience with our marketing for both our clients and ourselves. So please make sure to include some video. If you're not getting reviews, depending on your industry, you'll notice that people are taking the time to write reviews, and also they buy based on reviews. So you have to ask in order to get them, but they are definitely helpful. And of course, once again, I just said ask people. If you don't ask, people won't share. So you have to make sure you're asking people to share in your social media. You have to ask people on social media to share your email campaign or your coupons. You have to ask, constantly be asking, because people will not do unless you ask them. Of course, if you offer them something, it's actually even better. It's kind of an incentive, because then they'll be like, okay, if I offer this, then I'm going to get something, whether it's a discount, whatever it may be. People usually are more motivated by an offer. So whenever you can, offer something that is of value to the end user. But always remembering that we want to keep it simple, because when you keep it simple, you're going to notice that people are actually taking some type of action. Like I said again, let's not confuse the buyer. A confused buyer will not buy. They'll just be a looker. So we're showing here an example. And so what are you going to do today? So here's the idea. We're a week away from Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. These are the three biggest shopping days. These are the three biggest opportunities that you'll get to really put your products, your solutions out there. So what's your goal? You have to hurry. We're running out of time. If you have not done anything, you still can, but you have to hurry. You have to do something today. You have to create an offer, and you have to have some type of strategy as to how you're going to put this information out to people. As much as possible, if you're already using and leveraging Constant Contact, then make sure you're automating everything and anything you can. So what I would do, depending on who your audience is, and what I mean by that specifically, first of all, I'm hoping that you have all your lists segmented between people who bought one time, people who are loyal customers, and people who are just lookers. Because you do want to make sure that people are segmented so that you can do different targeting. I'm hoping that everybody that's joining your list is receiving a welcome message. And then today, if you decide that you're going to create a campaign, use the automation that's available to you, not just in Constant Contact, but Facebook and other social media tools that you can use to automate and plan ahead so that posts go out automatically, email campaigns go out, and create a series of automated campaigns so that you can be engaging every day now till, I would say, a few days even after Christmas. But make sure that you are scheduling that and are planning that. That way you can measure your success based on the actual work that you did. And like I said, still today, it's not too late for you to generate some sales next weekend. But you do have to have a plan, and you do have to get going with it. And so it depends on what you want, but I often tell people that you have to go beyond just having people open your email. You have to go beyond people saying, oh, yeah, I like your Facebook post. You have to go beyond that. You have to get people actually commenting, calling you, emailing you. So when you're planning your strategy, if you don't already have one, you have to bear those actions in mind that you're expecting, that you're wanting, that you're needing from your customers. Because, like I said, without that strategy, then you're going to keep doing what you're doing. And you know, we said at the beginning, are you happy with last year's sales results from your holiday sales? And if you're not, then you don't want to do the same thing this year, because we've all heard that definition of insanity that says is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So if we do the same thing this year, we are lucky if we get the same results we got last year, or perhaps a little better. So let's see, can we do something slightly different just a week before the biggest holiday shopping days of the year? I believe we can. So some of you may have seen this infographic from Constant Contact. I wanted to share it here with you before I share some specific things that you can be doing. This infographic, specifically, I'm going to focus on Black Friday, November 25th, Small Business Saturday, November 26th, and Cyber Monday, November 28th. Because if you have a store, then, of course, you can leverage an in-store promotion with email and social. If you don't have a storefront, perhaps your website is your storefront. So align all your marketing tactics into your strategy and have a multi-channel strategy that puts all these together to give you the greatest return on your investment of time, money, and energy, so that it depends. You may or may not think about having a different promotion in store or on your website as you do your email. Maybe your email campaign is just loyal customers, and you want to send something very special to loyal customers via email, whereas on your storefront website just could be a more general promotion that is for people who may or may not be loyal customers. Maybe they're one-time buyers once a year, or maybe they just happen to come in, either come into your store or happen to land in your website because they were looking for something. So those could be slightly different. And you may choose to do the same that you did on your website on social media. So think about what's going to be your strategy, what are you going to be offering in each of those days, and how is it going to be different and memorable than what you've done in past years. If you haven't already done so, it's not too late. You have to have a marketing calendar. We suggest this all the time, not just for the holidays, but for every month of the year. This is the way we at XoomIM work with our clients and also on our own marketing campaigns. We work month by month, different marketing campaigns that we're sending out depending on the month and what our goals are. And, you know, now we are almost towards the end, looking at a weekend before the holidays, but this actually relates to anything. This relates to, you know, every month of the year. What do you want to promote during that month? One of the reasons that I have found that successful people do here in Florida versus unsuccessful business owners for the summer season, a lot of people complain that the summer is low. Well, we have found that our customers do not say that anymore because they have a plan for those quote-unquote so-called low summer season, because we planned ahead of time because we already know. So instead of waiting and sitting around during the summer, we already had a marketing calendar, a marketing plan for the summer season. It's the same right now with the holidays. So whether you had it or you didn't, now is the time to put together what you're going to be doing over the next few days to generate more sales. And it's better late than never. So if you haven't done it, then today is the great opportunity for you to get going with that. And now let me go over, if you have not seen this, please make sure to email me at marketing@XoomIM, and I'll be sure to send you this. But you have an opportunity, and perhaps not every day over the next 30 days, to send this type of email. But here are some ideas for your subject lines could be, and also different email reasons to send out to people. So, for example, next weekend, if your particular product is not for the holidays, that could be, you know, like something like cosmetics or something that people are actually going to buy for the holidays, then you could actually do a holiday preview sale during the week. Tell them before Friday that they could do it, or before Monday. Give them an incentive, you know. Of course, you could also say it's just for Cyber Monday. But think about all these little ideas that you can come up with, both to give them a reason to communicate with you and, more importantly, to shop with you. So make sure that you're leveraging the fact that people have given you their email, if they're prospects, to get them excited and actually convert them into customer. And, of course, your customers, thank them, be thankful. This is a great opportunity for Thanksgiving to send them a thank you for doing business with us, and here's a special deal just for you, and maybe do something on next Wednesday and send them a special deal just for your very good clients. Don't send it to your entire list. Do not promote it on your website. Do not promote it on social media. Think outside of the box. How can you offer them something different that tells them, hey, I value you. Your business is very important to me. And then maybe go beyond that. Give them a gift with referral. So think outside of the box on how you can get people buying during this holiday season. I know that some of you may feel overwhelmed because there's a lot of stuff covered in a very short amount of time, but my main message is that today, even though we're a week away from the biggest shopping days of the year, it is not too late. Even today, you could take some action towards creating greater sales for this holiday season than you did last year. If you need help, as I mentioned earlier, please feel free to email us at marketing@XoomIM.com to join us for a very special and limited live online mastermind next Wednesday, November 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is a special marketing mastermind for just 4 business owners, but you must email me today because it's a first come, first serve, and it is limited to only 4 people. And the reason that it's limited to 4 people is because we're only going to get together for no more than a couple of hours to actually come up with some great ideas for last minute, very last minute ideas on what you're going to do for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. So make sure to email us now at marketing@XoomIM.com if you want to join us for that special limited live online mastermind for next Wednesday, November 23rd at 1 p.m., where we will help you come up with some last-minute holiday sales ideas so that the weekend you could actually increase your sales and your business. So please feel free to email us now. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us today. This is Evie Hernandez, the email marketing queen, the CEO of XoomIM. We are here to help you attract, capture, and retain clients now. Make sure to email us at marketing@XoomIM. And if you want to speak with me, I'll be available for just the next 30 minutes at 786-529-1519. That is our office number here in Aventura, Florida, 786-529-1519. And please let us know how we can help you, and we'll be more than happy to do so. Once again, I want to wish all of you a very, very prosperous holiday season, a wonderful Thanksgiving, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for doing business with us at XoomIM and with Constant Contact. Thank you very much.